Hey everybody, it's me here, Professor Zach, back with another Doctor Who review. And yep, today we will be reviewing the episode Boom, which is the third episode in this season. And of course, as usual, we'll have some fighting game footage in the background. Today is Grand Blue Fantasy Versus, haven't seen this game in a while. Still one of my favorite fighters out there, but, because yeah, this game just looks amazing. But anyway, yeah, please like, share, and subscribe to the Night Shift Bandits YouTube channel. Please donate to us via Patreon and GoFundMe, and of course, hit up Perspectives Discussions where we talk love, life, and relationships. All links are in the description below. But as of right now, yeah, let's go ahead and talk about more Doctor Who here. And yeah, so just quick opinion before spoilers. This episode was okay. And I'll get into the details of that later, but it was an okay episode. Not bad, not good, at least in my opinion. There was really no characters that stuck out to me in this episode. Even like the main point of tension, which is the fact that the Doctor is on a landmine and it can go off at a hair trigger. So it's literally up to the Doctor and Ruby and a few other characters to help the Doctor out and get him off of this landmine. In concept, yeah, this episode sounds great, but in execution, I don't think it did it very well. In my opinion, don't get me wrong, there were some tense moments, and of course, again, Ncuti Gatwa and Emily Gibson, who play the Doctor and Ruby respectively, they did fantastic. Like I said, I can talk about their chemistry for hours, honestly, and I won't lie to you, the tense moment that they've had with each other was great. Like these two really do bounce off each other, not just in fun moments, but also in tense moments as well. So it really makes me wonder, like, how great it would be in future episodes, because things are going to get tense, especially with the next episode, since that seems to be more of a horror episode, not to jump ahead. But overall, episode's good, it's great. Check it out, especially if you're following Doctor Who. I don't know what everyone else's opinion is going to be on it, but for me, it was, like I said, it was okay. It was fine. Like, it's nothing I'd go back and watch again, like The Devil's Cord or anything like that. I would go back and watch The Devil's Cord. I would go back and watch the Church on Ruby Road. Hell, even going back to the previous Doctor, I would watch really all three of those specials again. But this is one of those episodes I wouldn't find myself going back to watch unless I'm just rewatching the whole season. But about to hop into spoilers in about 3, 2, 1. So the episode, like I stated before, it didn't do it for me like that. One of the reasons why is the fact that, like, I guess a big part of me is like the Doctor's gonna come out okay in this. So it's not really the tension that they were trying to portray was just defeated by that thought, So, and I get it. There's not much you could really do in regards to that. Of course, the Doctor's gonna come out fine. Of course, Millie's gonna come out fine. I mean, Ruby's gonna come out fine. So there's not much you could really do about that. But to me, a big part of it also too was that I didn't find any of the characters outside the Doctor and Ruby to be interesting. I thought the little girl was like the most annoying thing in the world, and that she wasn't all that smart. And I did listen to another reviewer, and they did not like the girl either, but they did make a good point, which was they felt like the child actor, was much older than what the character was supposed to be, because the character acted like she was at least like 5, but the girl looked like she was at least maybe 10, 11, 9 if you could, but she wasn't really acting like she was 9, anywhere above 9. She was acting like maybe she was 5. But even within, I don't know if it was direction or like the acting, but I still didn't get the hint that you were younger than what you were. Like, for example, one of my most annoyed scenes in here was when, okay, So this little girl's dad dies earlier in the episode and becomes essentially a hologram AI. And when the doctor, or not even the doctor, for when the girl is on this war-torn battlefield, which that's no place for a child where the whole world is a battlefield. And the reason why she's on there is because her dad, who was a soldier, requested that she be there because her mom passed away, which I still wouldn't put the kid there. But anyway, the kid somehow finds herself in the same vicinity as Ruby and the doctor, who at this point is on the mine. And there's like this little tube thing that has like the dad's compressed body in it. It looks highly disgusting. Good effect though. But when the child comes upon the doctor and Ruby, the tube gets activated and the hologram of the dad comes up, and then suddenly the kid's like, "Daddy, Daddy!" and it's clearly a hologram. Like, this kid clearly is a hologram, and two adults are telling the kid, "Hey, don't come close, don't come close, stop, 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 stop." Ruby and doctor are saying, "Stop, stop, 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 stop," because it's only those two and the kid there, and the kid keeps coming, and then Ruby literally has to like grab the kid, and yeah, like she realizes, "Oh, you're not my dad, you're a hologram." And it's like, clearly that's a hologram, because do you see how this guy looks? No human looks like that. So I'm just like, yeah, I don't know. Like, that did not do it for me. Like, I'm like, clearly this is a hologram. And then another thing too, this scene kind of just made me feel a certain way, is the fact that the hologram dad, when there was some trouble going on, the hologram dad just distracted the kid with pictures. And the kid was like, "Ooh, I remember this." And then there's this tense scene going on, literally not even 2 feet away. You know, I'm just like, okay, you're clearly a child. But the character, I guess, is supposed to be younger than what they are. Because why are you so easily distracted by pictures in the middle of this tense scene in a battlefield? Like, did no one teach this kid what a war is, or where she was in, you know? That's the craziest part to me. So that character just did not do it for me at all. I kind of it's kind of weird, because I think the babies in the Space Babies episode were fine, you know. Granted, their mouths did not match with their expressions, which was a common complaint about that episode for most people, actually, come to find out. So, and in this episode, the kid didn't do it for me. So I don't know what's going on this season with child actors. Even though Harbinger in the second episode was pretty decent as a child actor, but still, we're 2 for 3 here, and they're all not doing it for me at all. So I don't know what the fuck is going on with these kid actors. Also here, since we're on the subject of characters that just weren't doing it for me, the soldiers, right? Now, I won't harp on the soldiers too badly, because again, they're just victims of circumstance, and the actors are doing their best with what they have. But I felt like a few things were out of place. Like, for example, like the sudden, not even the sudden romance, but of course the romance between the two soldiers, and their little romance thing going on, will they won't they thing going on. You know, you see that since the beginning of the episode, and even one of the soldiers dies suddenly, which, okay, I wasn't expecting to see that. But I'm like, I don't think I really had enough time to really care for their relationship, or for their will they won't they, because we didn't get enough time with them on screen, you know. I feel like if the episode was between those two characters and the Doctor and Ruby, I felt like that loss would have been a lot stronger when we lost the male soldier, you know. I felt like if we cut out the kid, I felt like if we didn't have the dad die, if maybe somebody was just this is just a normal battlefield, maybe after a battle or something, they either got injured or stranded or whatnot, you know, maybe, and we just spend time with those two, and they stumbled upon Doctor and Ruby, and you know, at first they were hostile because of course you're in the middle of a battlefield, you don't know who these people are, and maybe if they had their, and then eventually they became friends, and then again one of them was lost, maybe that would have worked better for me.
If only he taught you what true power is like.
So I'm just like, it didn't do it for me. It felt suddenly. I did like the female soldier though. I forget her name. I'm sorry. She was pretty great. You know, she did her thing. You know, everybody was great in this episode. They did what they had, but I think the major issue for me was the writing, because I didn't really care about a lot of the side characters. I didn't really care for like the side plot lines. You know, I felt like yes, there was tension that was there, and granted, Shooty and Millie, they portrayed the tension extremely well. You know, Shooty killed it with his facial expressions and his delivery when he was on the mine. You know, Millie did portray that sense of urgency and that care for the Doctor, and we do see Ruby actually, you know, going against the Doctor's wishes, which is what every companion has. You know, each companion has to show that, like, okay, their moment of them being brave. You know, the Doctor said, hey, don't do it because I'm trying to protect you, and they're like, nah, I'ma do it, you know. And there were some cool moments with that. I know I'm jumping around here, but if you've seen the episode at this point, you know what I mean. There was some cool moments between those two, like for example where, okay, so as you know, when the Doctor stepped on the landmine, he pretty much stepped on it with one foot because he was running, and he's stuck in that form because guess what? If you move, it's gonna blow up, right? So you're literally standing on one foot the whole time. So I don't know if Shooty was standing on one foot the whole time. I know there were some shots that only showed his head or whatnot, but he has great balance because I would have been falling over and I would have been dead. But so there was this one scene where, yeah, Ruby finds the tube of flesh, which is the child's dad's body. But that's before we find that out. Ruby finds the tube of flesh and says, hey, look. And Doctor says, hey, look, throw that to me. That way I can go ahead and make one quick motion to balance myself out and put my foot down, so I can be standing on 2 feet instead of 1. Ruby says, nah, if I throw it, it might fuck up. Let me just hand it to you. And Doc says no. Ruby says, nah, I'm gonna do it. Once they are face to face, they actually go to the beat of a song. And Ruby snaps and Doctor sings, and they both sing. And then on one of the beats, Ruby quickly hands the Doctor the tube. Doc puts his foot down. Boom. You know, we lose a little bit of time, but ultimately Doc is okay, right? So that was a pretty cool scene, and shows how much synergy that they have, you know, which is very important when it comes to a companion and the Doctor, because we need to see how much chemistry the companion has with the Doctor. And even see the companion like even match the Doctor in some things, not be just as smart or just as courageous, but like see can you not just be a companion, but can you be a partner to the Doctor, which is what I feel all great companions are. They're partners and not just simply companions, right? So it was kind of cool seeing that. But yeah, like I said, like I just, both y'all grabbed, lol. Anyway, what else? And the moment where Ruby actually does get injured, you know, and to me that wasn't really all tense stuff, because I'm like, I know Ruby's gonna be okay. You know, I think that's just the biggest thing, is that like, I know it's gonna be okay. And don't get me wrong, the concept is great and fantastic, you know, and it is an episode where it's like, okay, are they gonna get out of this alive? But it's like, I know that you are, because we have a whole bunch of other episodes and you're filming season 2 right now. So it's like, I know you guys are gonna make it. Maybe if this was like a season finale or a regeneration episode, You know, this would be more tense, but to me, it wasn't really all that tense. But again, you know, it's I have to say, and this is a great concept that I don't feel like was executed very well for me. You know, and I'll say for me because I've already seen one reviewer that liked it. I don't know about the others, but for me, it just didn't work. And Stephen Moffat wrote this episode too. If you don't know Stephen Moffat, he wrote he was the writer to come in after Russell T Davies' initial run back in 2005. I think he was 2005 to 2009, Russell T Davies. And then I want to say Moffat was maybe 2010 to 2016, 17. I might be wrong about that. But anyway, the point is that he's the second showrunner to come in after Russell T Davies in that initial run. In this current run, Russell T Davies is back because they want to bring more interest into Doctor Who, especially since it is a soft reboot. They brought in Moffat as a writer for this particular episode, which I won't lie to you, I do like Davies more of a writer than Moffat. And no, Moffat's not bad because he mainly wrote my favorite Doctor, my two favorite Doctors, 11 and 12. So the writing is not bad. But you know, he can have a lot of misses too. And for me, while this isn't exactly a miss, it's definitely just my least favorite episode of Doctor Who, written by Moffat in particular. So, I don't know. Like, I guess to summarize my review as I close, it really wasn't that tense for me. I did enjoy the chemistry between Doctor and Ruby, and in this episode they did portray that tension very well. I mean, it was nice to see Ncuti's and Ruby's acting chops. That kid was highly annoying. I think I could have done without the kid, could have done without the AI dad hologram. You know, I felt like if we kept it to the two soldiers, it would have been fine because I didn't get enough time to care about their will they, won't they relationship. Even like the whole, and I forgot to mention this, guys, sorry. Even when like the whole issue with the soldiers don't know what they're fighting, and come to find out they're fighting nothing, and that this algorithm is just keeping them fighting just because, just to, like, I guess make money or whatnot, was interesting. Oh yeah, and another plot hole that I found hilarious was the fact that, like, okay, so as I stated before, the soldiers don't know what they're fighting. They specifically say this. So they're just out fighting, and I guess getting themselves killed or whatnot somehow, some way. And I guess this is due to the algorithm. I won't lie, I fully didn't understand it. I think that's another reason why I didn't like this episode, because I really didn't fully understand how these soldiers did not realize they were fighting nothing. But I guess the whole point of it was that they had faith in the algorithm. And like, what did Doctor say in particular? I'm gonna get this line screwed up. Because he says that, because Doctor says that, okay, when one of the soldiers said, like, oh, you know, we just have faith in the algorithm that, you know, we're fighting what we're fighting, the Doctor kind of shits on faith a little bit, which he has done in the past. He says that, like, oh, faith, a word that people use to not think for themselves or something like that. And then, you know, it's like, okay, that's normal Doctor stuff. He doesn't really, everything is science-based to him. He doesn't really believe in religion and all of that. Fine, whatever. That's nothing new. And then, in the end of the episode, he tells the little girl, hey, you should have faith. And then I'm glad one of the characters calls him out on it, like, wait, didn't you say you didn't like faith? And the Doctor's like, I have a lot of things I don't like. And I'm just like, wait, hold on, what? How are you gonna shit on faith for 5 minutes? And then come back and say, hey, you guys should have faith. And you know, I have faith too, but I just don't like faith, but I can have it. It's kind of contradicting, and it kind of just messed up that line for me. Because now I'm just like, why are you even talking about faith then? If you just said that line and just kept it at that, that would have been fine. So I was just like, a lot of things did not work in this episode for me. The more I think about it, and I watched this episode twice, mind you. I watched it twice to make sure it wasn't me. nah, man. It just didn't work for me. A lot of things in this episode didn't work for me. It really didn't. But again, as I stated before, I think, now that I think about it, it really did just land on Shooty, Gatwa, and Millie Gibson just having great chemistry with each other, even in the tense moment. You know, we've seen Shooty be upbeat this whole time, and then this is his first time we see his doctor in a tense situation. He portrays it very well. Millie portrays her tension very well. But it was just a lot for me that just simply didn't work. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm the weird one. You know, I want to see how other reviewers, what they think of it. So I don't know. I have no idea. So, but yeah, like I don't know, guys. This episode just wasn't for me, I guess. You know. But oh yeah, 2B, excellent 2B. I'm just gonna end it off here, honestly. It just did not work out for me at all, to be real. I don't know. I don't know, guys. I'm sorry. Like, I guess this episode of Doctor Who, I'm just like, there's a lot of things that just didn't work out for me. I'm speechless at this point. Probably because I said so much. But you know what? I'll just leave it at that. You all like, share, and subscribe, please, please, please. Hit me up for more Doctor Who reviews. I'm definitely looking forward to next week's episode because that seems to be a scary episode and a more tense-filled episode as well. So I'm hoping it pulls off the purpose way better than this one. I'm not gonna say that this episode was bad, but I'll say like it's just my least favorite, like I stated before. So, but yeah, like I'm looking forward to next week's episode. Definitely want to see like what's going on with that. We'll see what's going on with Ruby, and we might dive more into her character and find out her mystery or whatnot too. So we shall see. We shall definitely see. And yeah, I've noticed that like in the preview, they're in Wells, and I've noticed that like the area the Doctor lands in is the same cliff where he regenerated, I feel like. So it's interesting. So I'm like, what's gonna happen there? Anyway, but yeah. So yeah, like I said, like, share, subscribe. I'll have more Doctor Who reviews, and yeah, we'll be back with more Like a Dragon as well. As long as Doctor Who's going on, I'll be doing reviews for that weekly. And then of course, so it'll be like one episode of Like a Dragon coming out unless something happens, unless I got to cover for one of the boys, or unless they have to cover for me. I don't know. But definitely donate to us and hit up Perspectives Discussions for all your love life and relationship needs. You know, I'm Professor Zach, and I guess we could end it on here with Cagliostro and Swy just having fun, you know. Man, look, this game looks great, doesn't it? Look at that blue. Ooh, nice counter, bro. These two are just going in. Look at that. Look at that. Ooh. Dirty. Like, ooh. Yeah, Cagliostro looks annoying as hell. Annoying as shit, honestly. Oh. Oof. You wasted your super, bro. Ooh, but Cagliostro go for the setup. Oh, shoot. Ooh, that was a nice, dive kick from Swy. Oof. Can you finish that combo? There you go. You know, I know this is a good video. I know I ended the video a while back. But let's see how this match ends, guys. Because, yeah, this is actually a pretty good match. It's been a while since I played this game, but, man, I kind of miss it. Because Grand Blue's the GOAT, honestly. Ooh, Swy, there we go. Get that shit. Ooh, corner combo, baby. That was a good one, too. Ooh, that was funny. Cagliostro was definitely trolling with that one. Nice. Ooh, Cagliostro is doing damage. Jesus. Oh no. Nice. That was a good one. That was a good one. Good match, guys. Oh man.
I won't be beaten.
Phew.
Alchemy often spells doom for those who practice it. But you seem like you know what you're doing.
Alright guys, that's it. That's all. Have a good one. Bye bye.